Hey guys, Andrew McFarlane here with the Entrepreneurial Spirit. Hope you're feeling blessed and beautiful and you're enjoying this moment. So I wanted to talk about our business and is business and spirituality totally separate? Are these two different things? The reason I ask this question is because I'm sure if you guys are anything like me, this is a question that has been with me quite deeply as I've been someone who is on the, you could say, spiritual path, someone who is meditating and chanting mantra and wanting to be a beneficial presence on the planet, and simultaneously finding myself really, really drawn to business, the world of business and entrepreneurialism. And finding as well that my intention within business is always connected to my intention in my heart, but there was at times this very unresolved point of contention or seeming point of contention until I reflected on it more. And so I want to share with you guys some of the insights that I've had and also just have that conversation. I want you guys to, if you guys have anything to add, comment in the comment box below, because if you are someone who is identify with being spiritual, and I don't love this word spiritual, that's a whole nother conversation, but identify with being on the path of pursuing your heart and pursuing your highest intention, and simultaneously finding yourself as someone who is an entrepreneur. How do we rectify these two seemingly separate paths? Well, one thing that I've really realized in this conversation is if we really strip everything down, there is no such thing as business, just like we know that there is no such thing as governments or whatever it is. In reality, these are just agreements. These are just collective agreements of how we are choosing to participate with one another, right? So in reality, there really is no such thing as business. There is just agreements that people have to collectively unify their energy with a centralized goal. That is the reality of the situation. Now, whether you have a spiritual organization or you have a business, it's the same. The only difference is that a spiritual organization might work sometimes, right, by the donations of others, and quote-unquote businesses have products that they sell. But the truth is that some spiritual organizations, and many spiritual organizations, also have business arms. They might make Nag Champa incense, or they might make t-shirts, or they might wash cars for a fundraiser at some point. They might do all kinds of things in order to raise money for that organization. And then the other thing to think about is that even if they are not directly involved in commerce, they are indirectly involved in commerce because all the money that gets donated to them comes through other people's businesses, right? So you're either selling a product, or you're selling a service, or you're asking for money. These are the three ways that I've seen, or someone just gives you money out of thin air, which is all possible too. I've had this experience. But these are the ways that we receive money. So for me, part of even my move into creating this channel is, and in a lot of ways, me coming into resolution that business is not in direct opposition to your highest path. It's all about understanding what our value metrics are and what's most important to us, because we can have business organizations, quote-unquote business organizations, that are, from one perception, having a greater positive impact in the world, which, at times, how, these things are hard to measure. But we can also have spiritual organizations that are really seemingly spiritual on the surface, but really run more like a business. Spiritual business, right? And we know this to be true. So I feel like the thing that we have to be aware of is not so much what we're doing or what arena we believe that we are identified with, but really where are we coming from? What is our intention? And that is the most important thing. And then the reason I love business is because we have to figure out a vehicle in order to accomplish that successfully, right? Without compromising ourselves, because that's I feel like, and this may resonate, is that the reason that business has such a seemingly dichotomous relationship to spirituality is because, in the same way that we have this word like sales or marketing, there's been a really deep lack of integrity when it comes to these things in the past, generally, for the most part. So it's taken on this connotation. The definition of these words has taken on a specific kind of energy that isn't really true to the essence of the word. Because in the same way we can look at this word sales or marketing, some people cringe and they're, oh my God, I can't be spiritual and be a salesperson. I can't be. But the truth is, I tell people all the time, is you're selling anyway, whether you like it or not, or whether you know it or not. But just by the mere fact that you're wearing something, you are endorsing that thing that you're wearing. So you're in some way selling it. You may like something and you might tell someone, oh my God, carrots are really amazing. I love carrots. They're great for you. Well, guess what? In that moment, you're a salesperson for carrots. But you don't feel that you're being out of integrity because you actually are aligned with that thing and you actually genuinely like that thing. So the big issue has been a lot of times people have been out of integrity, and that's a different conversation altogether. We need not associate being out of integrity with certain things that just exist, like business or the organization of people's energy to a centralized goal, or sharing a product or sharing a service. So yeah, this to me has been a big conversation. I'd be very interested to hear what you guys all think about it, and any other questions you have about this crossover, because I wanted to create this channel to really create a context to share some of the things that I've learned about business and business strategy. And I'll tell you why. Primarily because I've been doing consulting work in the health food world for quite some time. My background is, well, depending on how far you go back, as an actor, and then moving into the world of owning a few juice bars and then consulting for people in the vegan food, health food, and healthy yoga lifestyle genre. And I've seen that a lot of people with really, really beautiful intentions, beautiful hearts, aren't always well equipped in the same way that people who go to business school and may not be in the same place in terms of their intention are. And I feel like it is important that the people who have beautiful intention and beautiful hearts actually thrive, because the world needs them to thrive, and everyone will be better for it. So for me, creating this channel, I want to empower you all. I want to be able to speak about things from a very pragmatic, practical, and strategic level, but I also want to speak about things from an energetic level, understanding the principles of life, things that I've tapped into in all spheres, not just business strategy, but life strategy, spiritual strategy, staying in alignment with yourself in the process of growing a business and becoming more personally abundant. And I mean in terms of, yes, monetarily, but also in the quality of your life, knowing that you're doing what you're here to do and supporting other people. So yeah, if you like the video, please press the like button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I invite you to subscribe. And if you, like I said before, have any comments or anything you want to add to this conversation or questions, put it in the comment box below. Sending you guys my love. This is Andrew McFarlane with the Entrepreneurial Spirit, and I'll see you soon.